Hey guys, welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization 6 Frontier Pass DLC as Kublai Khan of China. Great to have you guys back. I actually was able to play some off-camera games to get a little more acquainted with the newest mechanics. And I'll go into that perhaps in this video. So this video may be a little more chatty than usual, but I just want to kind of go over some of the things that I learned and experienced, and it was kind of interesting. But before we get started, of course, below this video, you can find the respected social media sites that I belong to. So I would encourage you guys to go by there and follow me there. So if there is news and events that happen on the channel, as this weekend I had family in town and was not able to get a video out for you guys on Monday. So you guys probably would have known something about that. You can also get that from the YouTube community tab. If you're just kind of curious what's going on, if you haven't heard from me in a while, then you will know that there is something going on. Just checking my policies here, and it doesn't look like Basil wants to be friends with us. So what I was able to discover playing was that, as with any real Civ game, everything is situational. So you might be going for a particular victory type, but once you see the map, once you get the lay of the land, once you kind of see how things flow, what you discover with your scouts, you know, when you're playing particularly with secret societies.
If I were again beginning my studies.
Whether or not you can unlock your, say for example, unlock astrology by discovering a natural wonder. These are all the kind of things that come into play as you play. I like to keep a missionary in my pocket here because we will be getting probably some pressure from someone, as we normally do. Let's go ahead and move this scout over towards this way. Looks like we've discovered most everything. So what I was able to discover in some games that I played off camera was that, it is very situational when it comes to, say, like grove and grove placement, your grove and your preserve, because it does need to be on appeal, as we mentioned in the earlier games. But it is a very powerful tool if you can get the right cities in the right place. I also saw some of the guys, you might follow some of the same individuals that I follow. For example, like the Saxy Gamer or Potato McWhiskey, and of course Quill and or Marblezers, who's my favorite. Marblezers, I think, was the very first YouTuber that I watched. But if you now on Mars and Quill, I didn't really see much of it there, but I did see it a lot more on Potato McWhiskey's and the Saxy Gamer, because they specifically set up games. I don't know how many times they had to re-roll the game or restart the game to get those, but this particular map, I'll show you here in just a second. That looks like her city flipped back to her. Did we not? Wait, we didn't get the okay, so she's coming with Islam. So that's kind of why I wanted to keep this here, but it looks like her city flipped back to her. And so the only place I could see us actually, taking advantage of a grove would be right over in this area here. So we would kind of need like a city right here, for example, just as an example, or even one up here, which we wouldn't be able to do. I mean, we could do it, it just wouldn't be all that practical, but you want to be able to get as much of the breathtaking and charming as you can. And to put down a national park, it has to be in a vertical diamond. So say like this right here, these four would be the vertical diamond you would need. So you could put a city here, and then maybe a preserve even on the desert, which is really weird to think that a desert tile, but the thing is, you really want there to be a lot of tiles in the circumference. So if you really wanted to make one, you really would want the most area of green as possible. Now you can put trees down to increase that appeal, but the other cool thing about the game too is, of course, we have industries and we have corporations. So we've already unlocked the ability to put down an industry, which means that you use two particular resources. Now, the two resources do not have to be in the same city. They can be in two different areas. I'll explain that here in a moment. And then once we get over here to economics, all the way over here. Where's economics here? Did I pass it already? Let's see. Yeah, when we get over here to economics, then we start to build corporations. So appearing there on the screen, you guys can pause it if you want to, was my game as Animinotaur. And in that game, I was on this island, and this, or I had a continent all to myself. And so I was able to get as many resources as I could. I got Maui as one of the heroes, and went around and put down a bunch of resources with him. And then it's just amazing how that all worked out. So we'll go ahead and put our city down here. But we are going to want to work our way towards these two areas here. But I think we've got it pretty well blocked off. Of course, those are the famous last words in Civ. So 150 faith with this holy site district. Okay, we'll go ahead and take that. We'll definitely use him for that purpose. We'll put him in our main city. Go ahead and get the old god obelisk, because we are playing the with, and it went right out of my head. And of course, as usual, I got to click every button that's incorrect. And it is the governor button. And we have voice singers. I was going to say Owls of Minerva, because I've been doing a lot of experimenting with Owls of Minerva, which is another really good one, especially in early game, because you get that extra economic slot, which is really powerful. But yeah, voice singers will work out really well in this one too, because we do get the obelisk, which will help us out, particularly with religion. So we'll go ahead and burn this unit, burn this great person. She is still getting pressure though from us, so I'm going to keep them here, because if it flips, it will probably give them the advantage of units. So they'll get like a swordsman, and they'll get like a crossbowman. And we have not gotten that tech yet, so I'm kind of working towards them now. So we can either take them by force, or we could just go in and just allow them to come after us, and then maybe flip it with pressure. But we could probably go after them if need be. So I want to go ahead and maybe, we already have provisioner, right? Yep, okay. And speaking of putting down a grove and preserve, Reina is great for this. Because if you look at forestry management, will give the city +2 gold for each unimproved feature. So she is very powerful to have when you are using the preserve and the grove as part of your strategy. And I'm going to put Pengale here in this city, and we'll just swap Reina out, because we were using her for the preserve, but of course that isn't going to work correctly. So we'll put her up here in Gunsgua and Guanguho. Yes, my Chinese is not very good, aside from maybe Ni Hao. So in that game as Animinotaur, we had a decent amount. I think I had like 4 corporations, and I don't know, maybe 10 monopolies. It was crazy. I don't know how that worked out that way, but it was really kind of interesting the way that worked out. Now, we are friendly with Vietnam, so I don't anticipate her making any aggressive moves. I would like to maybe scout up here in this area, or maybe go past our good buddy Hammurabi and check out that area over there. So we could probably do that. Just need a place to go. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so Hulan, or no, it's Hoi An. Hoi An has flipped. I want to make adequate troops to go over there and take it. Here comes Basil with Eastern Orthodoxy. I don't know how often you guys play with religion. Like other games, the higher difficulties with religion, and it is just a constant battle. So here that comes with Swordman, as I said. So we wanted to be prepared. We'll just kind of stand our ground right now. let them just come to us. No need to expose ourselves, but we will have to keep an eye out on... Okay, it wouldn't click there for a minute. That was kind of weird. Yeah, if we go after the two cities, then the crossbowmen will tear us apart. Especially, they'll destroy our little archers. So, there's one down. And then we can just level up as we go. This guy either. I'm just going to leave everybody kind of turtled up. But as far as being turtled up, Vietnam is a great civ for that. If you're a brand new player, Rome has always been like the go-to one to play, because Rome just has some really great advantages as a beginner player. Next one. I don't know why I'm having an issue with my mouse for some weird reason. So yeah, we're just gonna play defensively. There's no need to get hasty and lose units unnecessarily. And it looks like Basil is taking off, so that's good. He's leaving. So another one down. And we are still putting pressure on it, so we don't have to do a whole lot. I don't want to put my guys in danger here. We'll go ahead and get a temple. But playing with corporations and industry and monopolies has been a lot of fun. Of course, we have a new feature now called resources. And you can kind of see that we're already on top of the silver, we're on top of the cocoa, and on top of dyes. So that's quite nice. It looks like Hammurabi has some silver over there. But for right now, we really want to try to get these cities down and grab that wine and grab that mercury also. But getting Maui as a hero is just a tremendous advantage. Now, Hercules is great too, because we can put down some districts, and we will probably do that as well here shortly. But I do want to make sure that our religion is protected, because here with his orthodoxy. So I like to keep at least one unit in here. Then we can get our apostles, and then get,
one man's
launch an
magic.
inquisition. So I'm going to take a quick peek with the swordsman and see what we're dealing with up here. So we got that crossbowman who is very dangerous. So maybe we'll let Candy take care of that. But that crossbowman will destroy that little archer right there. So let's go ahead and work our way towards our crossbowman. It is 20 turns, but it'll be worth it because we can capture those cities. And that will be less settlers for us to have to make. Oh, Vietnam is going after this one too. That crossbowman is going to destroy those little archers. Look at that. Do the same thing to our swordsman if we're not careful. So there's no need to really... I mean, we could whack the city for experience just for fun. See how much damage we can do. But if that crossbowman shoots us now, we're up here. But we'll go ahead and give him a little bit. We'll go ahead and give him a little bit of a whack for experience, and then we'll pull you right back. Yeah, those crossbowmen are so powerful. Alright, we want to work our way over towards Basil. Yeah, there's a little bit of a hitch in it. I don't know if it's because of the voice meter running in the background. It's really kind of strange. Alright. And we are... Okay, we are suzerain of Singapore, so we can just go through on... We can just go on their road. That'll be much faster. But it's been a lot of fun playing some of the games and experimenting with the new features. It's really been quite cool. Enjoying the gameplay. But like I said, probably in the other games we'll do a little bit more preempting. But in the early games, I usually like to show everybody what we're doing, you know, how we're getting started, some of the strategies and plans that we have. And of course, we will be making some down here. Hopefully we can take the Vietnamese cities. What I don't want him to do is to pillage our tiles, but he might do it, so we'll send the archer down. We just have to be really careful. Okay, there's nothing he can pillage over there. That's good. But we'll probably weaken him enough to where he'll he'll want to pillage the rice, which isn't going to be a huge deal. Playing Void Singer is that you can get cultists, and you can send the little cultists out very much like a missionary, and you can actually flip cities with them. So if you have enough of them, say like about 6 of them or so, you can actually flip a city with Void Singers. It's really, really interesting. Let's go ahead and get a watermill for, well, we need housing, don't we? And we might have to get an aqueduct, which wouldn't be bad because we could also use it for production. So that means if we make a mine, we're going to want the mine to probably be here and to be next to the aqueduct right here. So we can make a mine right here. Because we're probably not going to take advantage of that preserve, unfortunately. And we could go and just put down trees, but I don't think it would be very advantageous. It would not really work out very well for us. It's just very situational when it comes to that. A little bit of lag. And let's see who got promoted. Archer. Nice. And we'll push you back up here. Alright. And we're going to get our temple just in time to scare off this orthodoxy missionary. Okay, and we want to get some more settlers. And settlers are so important on the higher difficulties too. It's just, you just gotta pump those guys out, and we have plenty of faith to start getting our religion fortified. So I might actually evangelize and pick up some additional options. But I would like to run this guy off if I can real quick here. So let's try to run this guy off. Pretty strong guy. Here comes that crossbowman. I should have maybe moved the swordsman back. I want that crossbowman to come to us so we can shoot it with our crossbow, or with our archer, until we can get to crossbowmen in 10 turns. But we're definitely not going to give them the opportunity to take out our units. Flip the city. So it's a constant battle, especially on higher difficulty. It's so annoying. See how powerful that crossbowman is?
The Navy has both.
They are powerful. I wish I could have closed the gap on them, but we're going to have to hold up. Alright, so this is our apostle, so let's... Yeah, good. Now give us a theological combat. So he's going to stay around and be our defensive watchdog as we deal with that. So let's go ahead and get some walls here. And we'll keep up good relations with both Singapore and Hong Kong because they're... And then we got a new hero. We'll get Hercules here probably after the second settler. Let's see here. We could go with discipline. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go with discipline. Maybe that'll help a little bit more with this crossbowman, as they are strong. But they can't take the city, so I'd rather keep my units protected and let them come to us. Yeah, see? They are so powerful. Alright, so we will evangelize, or yeah, we're gonna evangelize. Now we can finally start giving them a little bit of pressure, get you out of the way if possible. And just kind of use this guy to protect the other guy. And it looks like there's something going on with Basil, but I can't vote on it, so we'll just hit pass. All right, in our little city here, we'll go ahead and get a watermill. Actually, maybe a granary. And now we can evangelize our relief. And I think, guys, well, I can do that with you guys here because I know exactly what I want. I want to get pagodas for sure, so we get the diplomatic favor because we might have to lean towards a diplomatic game. So I'll go ahead and do that. But on that note, guys, I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Just want to bring you guys along, let you know what was going on. Had some activity going on over the weekend, so no video out on Monday. And perhaps the next game, we might just go ahead and do like a full game in the next one as well, just to kind of see if we can take these cities over here. But if not, we'll do kind of a bit of a preempted game. So I want to thank all of you guys, of course, for the likes, the shares, and the comment. If you know anyone who wants to play or enjoys turn-based strategy, by all means, share this video with them. And of course, if you are interested in purchasing the game, there is a link below this video, as I've already mentioned. And right there appearing on this screen, that would be the channel icon for the BuzWeaver channel. You guys can click on that and click notification if you want to know when there is additional games coming out for Civilization 6 here on the BuzWeaver channel. And I will see you guys in the next game.